There's always better.
Nah,
Huh?
that was good though.
It was.
That was good.
It's okay. I think we'll be fine.
I can go back to that
You
half
see the
cup though.
waves?
I can go back to that half full, half empty.
Yeah, but now you got to reintroduce yourself. So, technical difficulties. This is my first in-person interview, and of course,
Really?
I have it with.
I wouldn't even know that since we've been recording for 5 minutes with no mics on. I wouldn't know that this was your first in-person interview.
This is my first video recording with a person.
Wow.
I've done it by myself, and I've had no errors today.
I would have never known that.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say thank you for your patience and for helping me. Yeah. Right in public. Thank you.
Yeah. So, my name is Chef Luckie. I'm a chef, restaurateur, and soon to be a business coach and author. There's more to me, and it'll come out in this interview as we're speaking.
And I learned today that he's very handy and tech savvy.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Oh, wait. You're welcome.
I said thank you.
No, I know. I'm just making sure that you know you're welcome.
Okay. So when people see you on Instagram, I'm sure Instagram to me can be a facade. But when people see you on Instagram, they say, oh, he looks successful. So I want to know, what is your definition of success, and do you feel successful currently?
So my definition of success is peace. My definition is always peace, because if you control your life in any aspect of it, business-wise and all that, it brings you peace. So peace to me is being successful. I don't work for anyone. I work for myself. I don't have to really deal with what I would say some people in society have to deal with, as far as like 9 to 5s and all that stuff. And when I say this, I don't mean it to knock anybody who has a 9 to 5, because not everybody's built to do what I do or what you do. This is not easy. So in that aspect, the peace that I have from knowing that I can control my schedule, I can control those things, that's successful to me. So if you ask me today, then yeah, I would say I'm very, very successful.
Do you feel fulfilled in the things you've done so far?
I do feel fulfilled, but there is space for more. And lately, I'm drifting to the side of being more helpful to other entrepreneurs, not even only in the food industry, but just in life. That aspect of it fulfills me. So that's where I feel the next chapter of my life or book is going into.
You mentioned before, when we didn't record, about how I want to talk about the half cup. I mean, the cup half full, half empty.
Okay.
So we got into it, the topic of seeing the cup half full, half empty, and I wanted his opinion on it because everybody's is different, and I was explaining it to my son. So
perception is what makes you look at the cup and say if it's half full or half empty. For me, basically, I feel like if you're in a bad mood or something's not going on good in your life or at the moment or anything like that, you're going to look at the cup as half empty because you're just in a bad mood. And your aspect of it is not like, oh, well, I have half a glass. You're like, shit, I only have half. You know what I mean? So it's really the perception of it. If you're in a good mood and things are going cool, you're just like, shit, man, I got half a cup of water at least. Like, you have that. You know what I'm saying? It's all on how you look at it.
That's how I explained it to my son, because he said, well, it's the same thing. I don't know why people even ask that. And I said, well, when you're looking at the glass, it is the same thing. But if you're analyzing the situation that you're currently in, it can go both ways, like you said.
Right.
Like, if you're dying of thirst and you only
that
have
shit's
half,
fucking empty.
Then you're like, fuck, I only have half. How do I make this, last longer? So, or it could be the other way. Like, I'm so happy I have at least half of the glass full. So he understood it after, but it was weird. I mean, teenagers. So I was happy he asked a question like that, though. What makes you feel inspired, or what inspires you to feel like your best self?
What inspires me? Shit. Love. I always say that. Love inspires me. it inspires me to do better, to cook better, to be around better people, stuff like that. I like the feeling of love. So therefore, giving that feeling through what I do and say, and receiving that from what people do and say, that's it right there for me. That's my whole inspiration.
It's interesting because not a lot of people, I don't think, even understand what that means.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Like people associate love with just a relationship,
Yeah,
right?
no.
Or like your kids, or unconditional love. But that's interesting. I like that. One of my favorite topics, and this is support. And so I want to know, why do you think certain people don't support others, particularly you, let's say, right? So how do you feel about that? Like, why do you feel that people don't show support?
So
Actually,
for
it's perfect
me,
because today you started a voting.
yes, there's a competition called Favorite Chef, and I'm just gonna be honest, right? I'm your chef's. I'm your favorite chef's favorite chef. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Cocky as fuck.
We just said this morning it wasn't to be cocky.
No, I'm cocky as fuck. But the truth is that I say that in the aspect of I do it because I'm cocky because I help other people to be great, and I help other chefs and other cooks to be great. So therefore, whether they're doing amazing, better than me, they're they're doing everything that they want to do. I'm in the background winning because I'm cheering for them and I'm pursuing and making sure that they are in the right place at the right time and stuff like that. So for me, that's what makes me cocky as far as this competition, because it is a popularity contest. It's based on votes, no actual cooking, no actual anything like that. And obviously there's ways around popularity contests. I'm just keeping it real. I'm good at what I do, but I'm even better at helping other people. So
in that situation, you will kind of see who supports you.
Oh, 100%.
Because there's the ones that clap on the low,
Yeah.
the ones that don't clap at all, and then the ones that clap in your face.
Yeah.
Positively, like, obviously, great job. So my thing is, like, you were in the hospitality,
right?
So am I, event planning and all that. So we cater to people. But then it's like there's people that I surround myself with that do the same thing, but may not want to see me level up.
Well, I feel like everybody wants you to do good, just not better than them.
Yeah.
That's what I feel when it comes to the industry, in any industry. That's how I feel. And then for me personally, I feel like I wasn't always this amazing. I wasn't always like helping people and stuff like that. I have a very dark past, and it's wild and crazy past. And there's probably, I would say, more than 75% of people that knew me back then that still think I'm that same person.
Because a lot of people don't know how to let go.
Right. So for me, it's everyone that, like, if you told someone who just met me recently, if you told them my past before I did, they wouldn't even believe you. They'd be like, "Nah, that's not the same guy. You're fucking full of shit." That's what they would say to you, because I don't even know who that person is, and I don't speak ill of the dead. So it is what it is.
I don't speak ill of the dead.
That's the truth.
You said before that you weren't always. What'd you say? That you weren't always
amazing.
Yes. So that's funny because it leads into the next question. You know how people are up and coming, new event planners, new entrepreneurs, but they want to go up here right away. But you just said you weren't always this amazing.
No.
So, like, my thing is, why do you think they have that mentality of, like, I feel like it's entitlement. Like, they are like, I'm here, I started, but, like, I know more than you now.
Right. No, I think it's I think it has a lot to do with, one, the generation, right? Like, obviously, I'm older. I come from an older generation, where hard work where hard work beats talent, right? That's the generation I come from. So the new generation is based on what social media sees and shows and what celebrities are doing and all that stuff. But before that, you just had to work. There was nothing else. There was no other outlet for you to showcase what you did, but by being so good that you were booked and that you were everywhere and all that other stuff before all the social, before all that stuff. That's how you anyone knew who you were. That's the only way it would work.
Because you were present.
Because you were present, right? Yeah. So now you can have, let's say for me in my industry, now I could have a 20-year-old up and coming chef on OnlyFans cooking naked. And she would be the most right, and she would be the most requested chef in the world.
And her food would
taste like shit, right? So for me, that's what people are competing with. I'm not competing with that. I don't compete with anything that's not. It's me versus me, to be honest. So it's like it's me versus me, but I wouldn't compare myself. That's a better word. I wouldn't compare myself to a chef that does that. Like, I wouldn't compare myself. Like, I own restaurants, cafeterias, food trucks. I travel to cook for people. I've traveled out of state, out of country to cook. I've done it all. So for me, that is what if someone is doing the exact same thing, then that's what I want to strive to do more of. But I don't want to strive to do more internet gains and followers and stuff like that by disrespecting my craft.
The truth is, it doesn't matter how many followers you have.
No.
I know someone right now that maybe she has 2,000, and her company is in like 3 countries already. Not her item.
Yeah.
She's in stores, and she doesn't have a following.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just she put herself out there. So you don't really need to believe the whole TikTok, social media. Like it helps. Yes, I gain clients from there, but I also don't. I gain clients more of word of mouth.
Yeah, most of my clients come from recommendations.
Right, referrals, or like I've been there at your event, I ate your food. Oh my God, who's the chef? Or oh my God, who decorated? So for me, when I hear so and so gave me your number, I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I don't remember the last time someone said I found you on, like, I went to your website, or like I found you on Google.
No, actually, that happened to me. Like the last food truck event I did.
Well, that's
when
good,
when I pulled up, I was like, hey, how did you hear about me? Because like it was far from here. I'm like, how did you hear about me? And she's like, oh, I was on Instagram and blah blah. And then I saw your food, and then people were talking about it, and I was like, I bet. Like that was so cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
But I feel like some people are solely like, yo, Instagram is it for me, or TikTok is it for me, and I just feel like, what if that gets taken away from us tomorrow?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but that's what I mean. That's what started all of this stuff, though. The pandemic, everything got taken away from us. Like, no, seriously, that's what started all of this. Everybody, and for everybody who started a business during the pandemic, I applaud you, because you needed to find something during that horrible time to make yourself feel better or your life a little better
and make money.
Right, and make money. Yeah. So it was good. If you did it and you're still doing it, I'm clapping for you, honestly. But that's what changed. Like, in 2 ways, the pandemic changed the world. It changed the world in itself, and then it changed the business world. Yeah. It changed the way people do business, how they interact with businesses, and all that stuff. So that's why social media feels to people that it's so important. It feels that way. But if like you said, if it was taken away, then 90% of new entrepreneurs would be out of business.
Yeah, that is true.
They would be out of business because of the simple fact is that they haven't done the legwork outside of social media to be relevant outside of social media.
I like that. And I agree with it. And before you were saying about competition, I don't believe in competition. No. I only compete with yesterday's version of who I am.
The man in the mirror.
So now that we talked about how amazing you are now, all the things you're doing. So if you had a moment to talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell him?
Like, tell him something to alter his life?
Whatever you want to tell yourself when you were 18 years old. Not a thesis.
No, because I'm trying to think.
It's tough.
Like
it's
everything,
tough.
everything that I've been through has made me who I am. So I don't know.
No, it's not even about regrets or anything.
No, I know, but I don't know if I would tell him anything.
Oh, really?
Right, because if I tell him something, then what if he might change something, and then I wouldn't be here, this person. So I probably wouldn't tell him anything.
That's a good. That's the glass half empty, half
full. No, seriously, because
it does make sense.
I wouldn't because listen. There's some shit that I wish never happened in my life, but it happened, and it made me who I am. So, yeah, bro, I wouldn't say shit to him.
I truly believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything to him.
I believe we're at the right place at the right time for a reason. So I actually like that answer. I wasn't expecting it, honestly.
Like, all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Just go.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one.
All gas, no brakes. Just go. Do it. Just go. That's it.
So, what's a piece of advice you would give to a fellow aspiring chef? I know you help business owners too, but
chef.
Let's say a brand new chef popped out. He doesn't really do social media now, and he's like, "Yo, I found you." Just what is a little piece of advice you would give him or her?
I would ask them, what are they willing to lose?
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. So most people will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this because I could win this, or I could possibly win. I could do it." But what are you willing to risk, right? Besides money, because money is something that you can make back. What are you willing to risk that you can't get back to be successful, to be relevant, to be important, to make a difference, even if it's with food, because food makes such a difference. What are you willing to lose to gain that? You know what I mean? And that's where the hard work and stuff comes into. And hard work requires time. People require time. Loved ones require time. Kids require time. Relationships require time. There's only but so much time in a day. So what are you willing to risk? If you're willing to risk your food or your learning or your cooking time and your practicing time and your researching time and your writing stuff down and making recipes and grocery shopping, if you're willing to give that up for a night of drinking, if you're willing to give that up for someone's birthday party, if you're willing to give that up for, I don't know, anything. Vacations. Yeah, even that. If you're willing to give that up for a temporary feeling of fun, then this isn't for you. Because in order to do everything you're supposed to do to be successful, you have to sacrifice people. And people don't want to lose people.
I think time is huge.
Yeah. And people don't understand that.
What do you lose? Because you lose a lot of time.
Right. You figure if you sleep 8 hours a day, right? That's a fourth of your day. If you're working on your craft and you're brand new, you're probably putting in 16 hours of work.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have 8 more hours, right? And in those 8 hours, you got to figure out your entire life. Your entire life is built on a day of 8 hours. What you do in those 8 hours is up to you. And if you want to be successful, then you continue to work. Then your 16-hour workday becomes 18 hours, becomes 19 hours. You have to go to the doctors. You have to go to get haircuts. You have to do your hair. All that other stuff. You got to say hi to family. If you're in a relationship, you got to make sure you spend time with your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You have to do all that in a matter of 8 hours. Now, if you don't have the right person around you or people around you, then those 8 hours are going to be the worst 8 hours of your life because everyone around you is going to be upset. Everyone's going to be mad, sad, disappointed. Right. They're just not understanding because they're like, well, I go to work from 7 in the morning and I'm home at 5. Why can't you do the same thing?
Right.
Or this other stuff. And that's the reason that when I say, what are you willing to lose? Are you willing to lose everything? And I mean everything in order. Wait, lose everything temporarily.
Yeah, it's not forever.
Right. It's just lose it temporarily. And if you're not willing to do that, then this might not be for you. And it's not only a chef, because chefs, people don't understand, man. There's 16-hour days. It's normal. It's so normal when you're doing this for yourself.
Especially if you're in a restaurant.
Right. When you're doing this for yourself and you have to do everything, 16 hours is a normal fucking day. So, yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, what are you willing to lose? Like I would literally ask him, like, what are you willing to lose? And if you're not willing to lose all that stuff that I just mentioned, then this might be it. You know, because you can't have both when you're starting. You can have both eventually. You just can't have it when you're starting.
Both with F.
Capital. Capital F.
I'm laughing because it's like when they say can't have your cake and eat it too. This is entrepreneurship is literally that.
Yeah, both.
BOAF. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some stuff that has to do with not so much business, but more personal life. Not like in deep personal, but when it comes to like conversations that men and women can't have.
Conversations men and women can't have.
Yeah, that are like too touchy or like.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
So let's talk about male and female friendships. Platonic.
Hate them.
What? Why are you here? Get out.
No. I think. So
now, is it possible to be friends with the opposite sex without any sexual chemistry? I guess, and people, there are always going to be people assuming.
No, I think it's normal. I think. How do I explain it? So I believe that in the industry that I'm in, right? So for me, most of the people that I deal with outside of the restaurant or the food truck, when I get hired for private events, when I get hired for private dinners and all that other stuff, right? 90% of the people that I deal with are women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're the ones that hire you.
Right. So for me, I feel that it's normal to have. I think I have more female friends than I do guy friends, if I'm being honest. And I don't mean like associates or people that I know and stuff like that. I'm talking about like people that like really fucking know me, like that I talk to. I think I have more female friends than I do male friends in that aspect of my life.
There's a lot of men that wouldn't be able to say that because I feel like they're not in tune with their, I don't want to say feminine side, but I feel like each other, like men and women, need that other person.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to be their significant other.
Right.
That you can go to, that you can talk to, and it's not a problem.
No, I agree.
Because I feel like
it's almost,
if you're in a relationship,
right,
you don't know what that person is feeling, right? So they'll argue with you or whatever. They might have opinions or comments, and then who do you go to about it? Your boy?
Right.
And he's going to be like, oh, fuck her. Or she's going to be like, fuck him.
Right.
No, I've been in that situation where I'm like, I want to talk to somebody about my significant other and our situation because I want to understand what a man is thinking.
Right.
Because I'm not a man. I can only have so much masculine energy. But I feel like it's important also to have it as support. Not just friendship, but like, that cheerleader, that person that's there for you.
No, I agree. I mean, I agree. I think it's normal. I think I think that a lot of people ridicule it and make fun of it and stuff like that. And
a lot of people don't believe it.
Right. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they ridicule it and be like, "Oh, yeah, y'all gotta be more than friends," and blah blah. I think those people are jealous and envious of a friendship. I think that the way you vibe with someone might piss off another one of your friends. You get what I'm saying? The way you vibe with that, like me and you, like me and you, right? I'm pretty sure there's people that's like, oh no, talking shit. Yeah. But those are the people, and the reason, in my opinion, the reason those people say that is because they see how connected we are, and they're like, damn, like I don't have that connection.
Right. And it can hurt.
Right. Like why don't I have that connection with her, or why don't I have that connection with him? I thought we was just as tight.
But then I feel like when you're single, it's only your friends are talking.
Right.
But if it's your significant other and you're giving, this is where I feel like it goes wrong. When you're giving your friend more attention
Then your significant
100%. And then the ones that are like, if you start a relationship today and you have this circle of friends, and then fulano or fulana shows up, and that's your new friend, that gets weird. Because
right,
it's like,
number three. I know, right? It's crazy. I get it.
Where did this person come from all of a sudden?
That was me coming into the three amigas. That was me coming into the three amigas. They're like, hello, now you're number 4. Now there's 4 of us. There's 4 of us.
This is legit real shit I deal with.
There's 4 of us, and you are number 3.
And I'm not 4.
You're number 3.
This guy here. That's literally Lucky.
Literally.
This is Lucky, guys.
I am perfectly fine with being number 2. Liz, I love you.
Oh God, the dramas. All right, so I mean,
oh, it's not gonna go over well. That's not gonna go over well. That's not gonna go over well.
But you know what? We're all friends. Okay, so that's one topic that I always feel like rubs people the wrong way. And then my non-favorite is finances.
Finances.
There's a lot of people.
My social?
No.
What the fuck you trying to do out here?
I said finances, not your government. So no, I'm talking about in general. Like, so we're friends, right? We talk all the time about how's work going, and you know, if you made an event, or if you got an event, you made this much, I made that much, whatever. Like, I don't mind sharing shit like that,
right?
Because I'm like, and I don't mind sharing the fucking struggles. Like, damn, there's nothing going on this month, right? Like, we need to do something. But there's people that like cannot, and I don't know if it's primarily in relationships too. I feel like there's an ego trip. Like, if your significant other makes more money than you, oh my God.
Shit, my significant others before have always made more money than me. You crazy as hell. Yeah, no, they held it down. Like, I was doing bad, bro. No, nice. Individual relationships in my past. It's wild.
You never know what's gonna come out of our mouth.
But no. I feel like for me, I mean, was it always a bad thing? I mean, yeah, like.
It bothered you?
That I wasn't making money? It bothers everybody. No, it better. It fucking better bother everybody.
Bother you? You were both making money. Just a scenario. You're both making money, but she makes more than you.
Does it bother me?
Does that bother you?
No.
Would it be one of those, oh my God, I'm in a competition with my fucking spouse?
Hell no. Okay. I don't care about that.
No, because there's people like that.
No, I don't care.
That are like, oh my God.
I don't really care about when it comes to that. I don't care about, like, I've been on both spectrums of it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, I started my life on the spectrum of I wasn't making a lot of money. I was just working regular jobs, and my ex-wife.
Not working regular jobs.
My ex-wife at the time. No, but this is 1990.
What was
like
fucking
1999. It was like 725.
Yo, yeah, I got it made right now with your 15.
Yeah, it was $7.25 an hour. Like, I was a dental assistant for that fucking. Like, that's how much I was making.
They make like $20 an hour now.
Yeah,
or more.
Way more. I know my ex-wife makes way more than that shit. I'll tell you that fucking much. But even at that aspect, when we first met, we were working together, and even at that aspect, you know, we were probably making the same amount of money, and then, you know, life happened, and I chose different aspects of life and work, and she stood there, and she was making more money than I was, and it was what it was into I wasn't making any money. And then that became, you know, issues in the relationship because of finances, obviously, and stuff like that. And then I've also been where she, like I said, like where she held it down for so long. And then I've been in relationships where I held it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like relationships are supposed to do that.
Right.
Like, you don't got it, I got it.
Yeah.
Vice versa. But it can't just be like, I got it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because what the fuck? Like, and I read somewhere, I heard somewhere, and it was like, you want to be treated like a queen, treat your man like a king.
Right.
And I agree with that.
Right.
Because I'm like, and everyone used to tell me that I'm crazy, but I'm like, well, I don't always have to wait for Christmas to buy him something, or
Right.
birthdays. Like, I'm more of a I saw this and I thought of you person.
Right.
Like, I don't want to wait for I don't have the money right now. Like, because honestly, like,
Well,
nothing, everything, todo se queda. We die and everything just
Right,
stays.
right,
So
right,
like,
right.
I feel like I'm that. Let's go do this now before we don't do it.
Yeah, that's my life.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's my life.
Currently searching.
It's like, oh wait, I get an email. It's like, oh, $20 off of your flight. I'm like, booked.
$20.
I got it was a deal. That's my explanation. It was a deal. I got a discount.
I got a discount. I know people.
I'm gonna get $20. I'm good. That's it. $20.
Yeah, did you travel during COVID when they were like $50?
Oh my god. So during COVID,
Did you get all your miles back then?
Yo,
fucking
seriously.
jerk.
I became a 1K member back then because of that. During COVID. So during COVID, I practically lived in Mexico. I went to Mexico.
Was that your first solo trip?
Yeah, that's when I started.
Yeah.
So I went to Mexico during COVID 19 times.
No, but you're not.
So
you're not. You don't have a Mexican passport yet.
So I only worked on Wednesdays and Sundays.
God. Oh, meal prep. You were only there
Right.
twice a week.
Twice a week. So I only worked on Wednesdays and Sundays. So what I would do is I would
take your food. I'm out.
I would cook on Sundays, right? Because Sundays I would cook for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on Sundays I would cook, and I dropped the food off, and Guillermo would do the deliveries, and then I would go to the airport, and I would fly on Sunday. No, so I would fly on Sunday, and I come back on Friday. Guillermo would cook on Wednesday because he only had to do 2 meals instead of the other.
You had it done.
I had a whole system, and I would do it twice every month, and that's what I would do. So yeah, hell yeah, I traveled a lot during COVID. Fuck, I love it.
Awesome.
But just to Cancun, I remember somebody sent me a meme, and it said during COVID, and it said, "Y'all jokers." It was like, "Yo, y'all jokers turned into Tulum into Dykeman."
Yeah, everyone was there. Yo, I didn't even get to go because everyone was there here. But I'm like, yo, why is everybody going? Is it like free over there? I'm so confused.
So literally the whole
is not that cheap.
So the hotels. So my flight and the hotel, which was a resort, all inclusive, whatever. I think it was like $375 for like 5 days.
And that's all inclusive.
But I was in that motherfucker 5 days. Everybody in there, everybody who worked there was with mask on, and then I was smoking bud, everything. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, and then the hotels were at like 40% capacity. So whatever you thought you couldn't do when you were there, you could do it all. Like, all those body beds on the beaches, and niggas wake up at like 4 in the morning.
You gotta pay extra.
Yo, I'd wake up at like 2, drunk as fuck, just walk there and lay down. Like, they were all open. There was nobody at the resorts. Yeah. The resort had like 12 restaurants, and only one of them were open. And then every day they would do a theme from the other restaurants in that main restaurant. So like if they had a Japanese restaurant, let's say on Wednesdays would be the Japanese day, and then the Mexican Thursday would be. That's how it was. So it was pretty cool. But the thing is that they had to, because there weren't enough people at the resort.
They had to figure something out.
Yeah.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was a lot of fun.
Well, kudos to you on your travel plan.
Yeah.
So
converting to Mexican.
Yeah, I'm shocked you don't have a. Yeah.
I'm trying to get my Mexican passport.
Oh my god. Okay, so it could be personal, whatever. But what is something that has been on your mind recently that you would want to share with your listeners? It could be something you want people to stop doing, something you're over. Like, what do you want to cancel?
Cancel? I'm not part of the cancel culture.
But I'm saying, is there any? I don't know. That's the new vibe.
Yeah,
so.
No. What was the question again?
What is something that's been on your mind recently that you would want to share with the listeners?
What's on this mind?
Aside from your dad jokes,
which are pretty awesome. I'm not gonna do that today though. Today's a good day. God's watching.
We're focused today.
But just in case you're listening, do you know why Barbie can't get pregnant? Why are you laughing? I just want to ask my question. Do you know why Barbie can't get pregnant?
No.
The reason Barbie can't get pregnant is because Ken comes in another box.
Guys, this is my friend Lucky, the comedian. Aside from his book, he's starting a dad joke book on the low. It's a little black book. But what was more?
Okay, so the one thing that I would like to, I guess, just tell people is honestly it's an old statement, but your words can cut deeper than any knife can.
Oof.
So
say that again.
Watch what you say, or watch who you say things to or about. This world, as huge and ginormous as it is, it can fit in the palm of my hand with how small it really is. So your words can cut deep, and some people might not like the reaction of what happens when words are said, spoken of, or heard. So I would say watch your words.
I literally just said yesterday that to me, you know how people are like, actions speak louder than words? Words are very hurtful.
Right.
And I feel like they last longer. You know, I do remember people's actions, but like when someone says something that I'm like, wow, that made me feel terrible, I'll always remember that. I may move past it, but I'll always remember. Mm-hmm. I remember what the fuck you said in 1990. You know,
I got receipts for days.
Receipts, don't play with me.
I got a whole album on my phone called Receipts.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
Say something slick. What? Boom.
Remember this? All right, and what's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Ooh, this one's good. I think people believe that I am some like party animal and all this crazy stuff, and I'm always wilding out, nightclubs, drinking. I think people think I live this lavish fucking party celebrity life, and I am home 97% of the time. I was about to be like, I am home by myself in the basement watching TV, probably listening to music 97% of the time.
Guys, I can vouch for this because when me and Lucky started talking more often last year, I would be like in the middle of a conversation with him.
I'd be, good night.
He'd be like, good night. And I'm like, it's 9.
Good night. And I was just going to bed.
Straight up cut me the fuck off and go to sleep. I'm like, I'm still talking. Like, my alarm, my phone tells me it's time for bed. I'm going to bed. I'm like, wow.
I really am. What's the saying? I'd rather be alone than in bad company.
Oh, that's a good saying. Yes.
That's me. I'd rather be alone.
Everybody's bad company.
No.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be alone though. I'd rather be alone.
You are a loner.
Because I feel like, when I like earlier when you were so amazingly doing this podcast with no microphones.
Wow.
Earlier, when God shined His light on me, right? I was receiving all that energy, right? So, but it was so set. You see how easy it was to receive that energy, and that's the same thing that I get from people.
Oh, you're an empath,
right? So that's the same thing I get from people. So if I'm around you, whether you're bad company or not bad company, I'm gonna feel it, right? Mm-hmm. So even if you're saying everything right and you're doing everything right, I'm going to feel that negativity, or there's something that's going on, and it might not be negativity towards me or anything. No. You might just be in a bad mood and stuff like that. So for me, that's what I mean by bad company. Like I don't like the bad company thing, because I don't have bad company. I don't sit with bad people anymore in my life. You get what I'm saying? Like I sit with people that want to do good and want to do better in life and stuff like that.
Did your mother ever say to you, you are who you hang out with?
Yes.
That was true.
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
That was very true. I used to get so mad. I'm like, that's my best friend.
Yeah. No, but that's right. That's why for me, it's like I'd rather be alone because then I don't have to absorb anybody else's issues or problems.
Have you ever looked that up? Because then you're an empath. Because you've told me you rather hold on to people's stuff so they don't have to.
Right. Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Because I can hold it.
Yeah.
Because I can hold everybody's pain and hurt and all that stuff.
Yeah, but eventually, te gasta.
No, like, but the thing is that I that's what broke me. Yeah. Is holding on to that. That's what broke me. So
now you know how to let it go.
So now I know how to. Now I can still hold all the weight. I just choose not to. I'm still strong enough for it, and I still do. Like I'll make sure that, like when it comes to people that are very, very important to me, if they're going through something, I can hold on to that from them because I care for them, right? Because they're a part of my family, a part of my circle. I can hold on to all their hurt, pain. I'll take it away from them. I'll do whatever needs to be done to make sure that they don't feel like that, and I'll take all their feelings, and I'll do it because I can hold on to it while they're still mad, sad, grieving, whatever it is. Yeah. I can hold on to it, and then when they're feeling better, I just let it go. But that whole time of them trying to get to feel better was made easier because they didn't have to worry about that stuff. But I used to do that for everyone. That was the problem. That's exhausting. That was the problem because I did it for every single person that I knew.
But you probably back then didn't know how to.
No, I didn't. No, that's therapy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back then, it's like, oh, I'll just help everybody, and then it's like, who's helping you, right? So.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. That was therapy.
Shout out to you. I have some bonus questions that you don't know about.
I knew that was coming.
This is just random as fuck. What's the craziest thing you've done at a grocery store?
Oh my God! So at Restaurant Depot, I literally filled up 2 carts of groceries, and as I was getting ready to line up to go pay, I realized that I didn't have my wallet or anything like that. So I walked down the aisle where no one was looking, and I just left.
With the stuff?
No. I left it there.
Oh, that's so fucked up. They have to put all that back.
Man.
Why didn't you just say, I'll be right back?
Because I couldn't. Because I didn't know where my wallet was.
Oh.
And then I lost my wallet. Yeah, I lost my wallet.
So you really didn't
I lost it. No, I lost my wallet, my license, my credit cards, everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I guess that was the craziest thing I've ever done in a grocery store.
I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just fucked. It's a little fucked.
Yeah, that's it, though.
They're probably like, who the fuck's cards are these?
It sucks, too, because they all know me by my fucking name and everything. Yeah?
I know. Okay, and what would you pick as your last meal?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, if you know it's your last meal.
Like, I'm going to die?
I mean, yeah.
No, I ain't going to die.
We're all going to fucking die.
We? That's not a we, motherfucker. That sounds like a you problem. Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
Okay, guys, he's the fucking
vampire.
I am not.
Pastelón.
Oh.
My mom's pastelón, or a close second, or if I could have both, would be my mom's lasagna.
When did she make it? I want to try it now.
I'm going to try it too. I haven't had it in forever.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she comes up all the time, bro. I'd be like, Ma, can I get pastelón? Oh, the plátanos are not good. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Buy them when they're not good.
They're black.
Hold them for like a month, and then cook the pastelón.
No,
but she'd be like,
have a specific way of
yeah, she don't play that shit. I'd be like, Ma, can you make pastelón? No, the banana. I'm like, Mom.
Every time.
Do you know that I go to Restaurant Depot all the time and I see the bananas good? Do you want me to buy them for you? And then she goes,
buy them for her.
No, she has to touch them. I wonder where I get that from.
Oh, that's why you do your own.
That's why I do my own grocery shopping. Except at the end of this month. Except at the end of this month, because I'll be in Puerto Rico.
Oh, then somebody.
Wait, when is this coming out? My dad can't know that.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
It's okay if it comes out. Fuck it. Old man, I'm coming to see you.
Surprise. All right. If you were alone on this earth, what would you spend your time doing?
If I was alone?
One day on this earth, what would you spend your time doing?
Like with no one else in the world?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, you can do anything by yourself. You said you're a loner.
That's too alone.
I need to hear people.
That is so alone.
What about the birds and animals?
No. I
That's
can't.
not enough.
No, hell no.
You really wouldn't do. You wouldn't.
I wouldn't know what to do. I really wouldn't know what to do.
You like alone time.
That's alone though. I don't know about that.
Oh my god.
So if I would, damn, no, I don't know.
No?
Like real talk, I wouldn't.
You don't like the idea?
No, I don't even know. I don't even like the thought of it, honestly. Completely alone with no one else in the world for one day. Yeah, no, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm done.
I know.
I have no idea.
My last question.
Wait, motherfucker. What the fuck would you do?
I don't know anything about it. This isn't my interview.
This is some bullshit.
When you come
I
back.
thought we were talking.
When you. Let me think. By myself. I think I would just sleep.
I can't. All right. Next question.
You would do something more fun?
Ya, lo jodiste.
I don't want to be by
Next
myself.
question.
This is the last question. If you could have any superpower, what would you have? What would you want to have?
If I could have any superpower.
Any power.
Teleport.
Oh.
I hate sitting on the plane.
Yo, you'd be gone faster.
Every day. Yo, where you going?
I'll be right back. I can't do this.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling energy in the room.
There's too many people here.
I feel like I want a croissant. Snap.
Why?
Patties.
I'm fucking dead. He said a croissant. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, teleport. I would like to teleport.
I didn't think of that. I always said flying. But now I'm like, no.
Teleporting seems faster.
Well, yeah. No, it is faster.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Get a little portal.
That's it.
One of these days you're gonna start a fire. Like it's so hard.
In Paris.
Oh, your croissant.
Oh, my croissant.
Oh my god. Alright, so do you have any questions for me? Because if not,
No.
we are good.
Oh man, I hope this sounded good. Since this is her first recording.
I think we did good.
Listen, whoever comes after me, you're welcome.
We have 6 we did 6 tries before this.
Wow. That's impressive.
Lucky 7. Look
Lucky
at that.
7.
I think we're good.
Guys, when you when you hear this or see this, it's my Instagram's at it's Chef Luckie. You follow me there. Also, please go there and click on the link in my bio. Favorite chef. Don't forget that I'm your favorite chef.
How long is the voting for?
Favorite chef. So the competition. So there's rounds.
Right,
actually.
but this first round ends when?
The 22nd.
Today's the 12th.
So 10 days.
I was gonna air this next week, so.
So we're gonna air it next week. Damn, I can't send it to my dad. All right, cool. It's too soon. No, it's fine. No, I want people to vote. Get out of here. Don't say sorry. Post that shit tomorrow. Let's do this.
What's today? No, I can't have things on. But all right, so ladies primarily and gentlemen, this is.
Oh, I know that this is for the ladies mostly, but I just want to say really quick. I am a man, obviously. You can tell by my deep voice, which bothers some people.
Oh shit.
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, so I just want to say that I genuinely feel that is cliche and as it is or whatever. Like you women are really, really important in this society and in this world, and I'm blessed that I am surrounded by amazing women that I work with, amazing women that I'm raising and stuff like that, and women that raised me. So shout out to all you females.
Kudos to us. Thank you for being on the show and for helping me
Set everything
set
up.
the whole.
This is why Latinos don't show up early to a party.
Yo.
This is exactly why you don't show up early to an interview because.
Yeah, we should have put a
Seriously,
time limit.
don't show up to the interview early because
No,
you're gonna have to
that's
set
bullshit.
everything
That's
up
bullshit.
yourself.
We set everything up for you guys. We're good.
So,
That's crazy.
peace out.
Thank you.
Lucky, I'm out.
Bye. That's wild.